beautiful, thank you. Thank you, ladies, for coming. I get the unenviable task of following CJ. I will not be shooting the basketball, and I have to coach defense. So try and lock in and stay engaged, and I'll try and make it as fun as possible. Going through D-Trans and tagging up, that's a system that we're using here at the Centre of Excellence. The irony of the situation is, given the chaotic nature of our schedule the past 6 to 8 weeks, is we actually haven't had a real opportunity to isolate this, and we've been learning mostly in games and through video. So these guys are probably going to be learning the bulk of this in isolation for the first time, or for the first time in a long time. So they'll be learning along with you. I'm going to do this in 2 parts. I will isolate the tag up, and then isolate post-tag up, and then we'll try and bring the 2 together real quickly. Why do we tag up? It suits our MO and what we're trying to do here at the COE, which is, long-term athlete development of these guys and helping them become elite-level athletes that are flexible and adaptable and able to fit into elite programs, college programs, pro programs once they leave us. So it fits what we're trying to do. It fits in with the Australian brand of basketball. It really promotes full court defense, front foot mentality, and what we're about, defending the ball full court, just being pests guarding the basketball. We're really lucky and fortunate that we have elite level athletes, and for the most part we have enough depth when we're not managing load and schedules that we're able to tag up. It is physically demanding. It does require a level of fitness, and because we have a daily training environment, we're able to impact our athletes daily, so we're quite lucky in that way. And pace is obviously such a huge part of the modern game now. Finding ways to negate pace is part of what we have to do as coaches. Teams are just so good now at grabbing the ball out of the net, getting it out of bounds, throwing it in and jamming it down our throats, that we have to find different ways to be impactful defensively and try and get the upper hand. So tagging up is one way that we try and impact the game on the defensive end. So tagging up is the action that occurs on the rise of the shot. So instead of running backwards after we've shot it or the ball's gone up, which can be quite conservative, and I know lots of coaches are all about guarding basket first, and we certainly are as well, but only if there's someone down there to guard. If there's no one there to guard, we don't need to be there. So we want to tag first, make contact with the player in front of us, force them to box us out, because if they're boxing us out, then they're not running the other way. So that's immediately what we're trying to do, is force them to box us out. And then by them boxing us out, we've negated their offensive transition, and we're also putting ourselves in a better position to be able to defend the ball, to match up 5-on-5 quickly, potentially get second possessions or tips back to teammates, and we get another crack at it. So if we could get, Birdie, have you got a ball? In the charge circle, 3 pairs, green and gold. We don't have the netball lines on this court, but we'll make do. Just get around the keyway, just 1 step off the keyway, 1 step off the keyway, 1 step off the keyway. Birdie's got the ball. When she slaps it, that means she's shot it. We're going to box out green, and gold is going to tag. We want to get high side on the tag. So green in offense would be going that way, so we've got to get between them and their basket. So Sezi would get over the top. Mon's already on top. Meals would get over the top. Now we want to show hands. The minute we put hands in backs, ref's going to call it. So show hands, and now we're in a position to rebound or tip backwards if we want, and we want to use our big muscles in our legs to drive our box out person forward. Mon, you win the game if you get Zara in the keyway. Sezi, you win the game if you get Jade in the keyway, so on and so forth. So step out of the keyway. And if Green, if you can keep them out of the keyway for 10 seconds, then you win. So by tagging up, everyone would have done a variation of this drill as a box out drill, but invariably, organically what happens when you tag is it should make you a better box out team. We're working on that at the moment, so we'll use this opportunity to become a better box out team right now. Right, ready when you're ready, Birdie. Here we go, tag, so show hands, Sezzy, good, drive in, stay between them and the bucket. Good, stop there, Meals, you win. Good, switch it, green to gold, switch. Nice job, when you're ready, Birdie. Good, so box. Good, who won that, Harvey or Zara? 1 and 2, one each, green and gold. One more go each, switch it over. All right, so now we're working on some physicality. Keep going, you're ready, Birdie, I'll just keep talking. We're working on physicality, we're getting used to body on body. We're starting to compete for rebounds. All right, now I want, Birdie, when you're ready to shoot it, you're gonna put the ball on the floor. Now here's the caveat. Box out, just walk this through, Mon, box out, Zara. Say Zara feels like if the ball's on the floor, she can go get it, which is an offensive rebound. She better come up with that, because if she can't, we've got a numbers disadvantage going the other way. All right, so we want to make sure that if you're going to blow past your player to go for an offensive rebound, you better 100% come up with it, because otherwise gold's going to get it and get to halfway, and then they win. Does that make sense? Boxing out. When I say go, you can go rebound it, but if green can O-board it beforehand, before yellow, then you win. Ready? When ready on the ground, go, shots up, you better get it, Jade. Good. Stop there, switch it. Switch it. Keep her away from the O-board. Ready, go. Box, ball's on the floor. Yeah, to halfway. You're actually going. Here we go. All right, so now what we start to see is, keep going, I'll talk while you're going. We start to see athletes chase O-boards. Good, and making sure that we're not at the expense of D-trans. So if we end up having more green back than gold, that means that we've chased O-boards instead of tagging and taking care of the rebound. Ready? Here we go. So we can't let the other team get to halfway. Good, stop there, good. Last go. Can't let the other team get to halfway. Last one, ready? Good, Kim Wei, good, and stop there, good outcome. All right, now we'll go post-tag up. So that's just isolating, tagging up. So Sezzy and Jade just come out for this one at the minute. Elbow and elbow, ball with Harvey, we're going this way, we're just gonna go 75%. All right, so post-tag up, we've established Meals tagged Harvey, Harvey got the rebound, we're matched up. All right, if we don't have the basketball, we wanna show a presence, and we want to play 1 on 2. So Harvey needs to feel like she's being defended by 2. So she needs to see 2 bodies. Mon needs to make sure she's always got 2 in front. If Zara goes, then Mon's got to keep 2 in front. We're just going to go 75%. Meals is going to shade to the sideline, but what we don't want to happen is have the ball beat her down the sideline. Really difficult to guard. And we'll look at why, because when we have our O&D here, our rules are we want to lock off and deny that pass. So really difficult to provide support to her, and she's pretty much on an island if she gets beat down the sideline. So we're not sending to the middle, we're shading to the sideline, but she can't get beat either. So we need to apply enough pressure that Harvey can't blow by, but that she also just can't walk the ball up. Mon's going to provide that support here and present a crowd, and have 2 in front and make Harvey feel like she's got 2 defenders. So what are we giving up? If we're going to say we're taking the sideline away, what are we okay with here? Negative and neutral passes are fine. So we really want to slow the ball down. That's number 1 in this drill. Slow the ball down. Number 2 is take time off the shot clock by making them pass sideways or negative. So keep the ball from moving forward as much as possible. All right, so 1 dribble, 75% just to get the feel for it. Kick it on. 1 dribble, kick it on just to halfway. Ready? Here we go. Good. Get sprint, Meals, get in front. Show 2 to the ball. All right, so what ends up happening is, stop there, no one did it too badly, is we end up getting shallower and flatter and closer to the ball, and now all of a sudden Harvey beats me on a sprint, on a back cut, and I'm unable to provide any support, and we're vulnerable to that. So we want to make sure until we cross halfway, I'm showing a crowd to Zara, but Harvey can't blow by me as well. Let's switch it, go these elbows, and go that way. Just 75%, good. That's good, Zara, be deep, Harvey. Good. Good. Now they're stop there, switch it up. Now they're naturally doing it. Guy Malloy was massive on this, where he wanted the ball identified. Whoever was guarding it had to have their hand up. I've got ball. We had to talk our action. Herbie is massive on it, talking task. Whatever we're doing, we have to say it. Plugging, helping, saying something. So these girls are doing a great job of that already. Identifying what we're doing helps us get on to the next job as well. All right, now we're just going, now I want some level of disruption that we can tie into this is as the pass goes, at any point, if Amelia feels like she can deflect that, she can. Same with Mon. So if she feels like she can get it, she can get it. Same thing applies. You better get it, because if you don't, what's going to happen? Good. Here we go. So we're just going from elbows to elbows and stopping. And at any point, if one of you two can run forward and deflect it, go get it. You're not scoring. You're just getting to the other end and stopping. One dribble, one pass. Here we go. Good. Don't get too shallow. So what happened there? Yeah, you went for it. And what happened? Blow by. Go back here. Switch it. Failure is feedback. Good learning. All right, good. Stop there. Teaching point. Did it naturally, wasn't going to show it, but beautiful. Thank you, Harvey. What you can do with tagging up is because you are a full court already and you're matched up, we got the ball out of the point guard's hands. Zara went and guarded. Sienna decided she was going to deny it back. We haven't done this in games yet, though that is something that we can start to add in now that we are getting up into our tagging up, we're matching up. So for now, I want you in, not in denial, and trying to deflect where you can. Ready? Here we go. Good, good, nice job, good. Get that, switch it, go from this end to that way, but switch. Good, present two to the ball. Don't get beat, sideline, don't let them rip it. Good, all right, now one layer of disruption we could add. We'll just walk it through, one dribble pass, is because we're forcing them to throw the ball sideways, come forward, Meals. Let's just get up towards halfway. So let's just say Mon's dribbled it over. Meals is still behind because she's providing safety. If her player, Harvey's player, is still in the backcourt, we might go trap this because she's ahead of it. All right, so now if we feel like we can go get it, we can go get it. We wouldn't do that in 2-on-2 because we don't have any insurance policy down this end. Once we get to 3-on-3, we can do that. Can we get you two up to halfway, please? Now we can look to do that. All right, so what we're going to do is ball start with Meals. Jade's our insurance policy. Good, Zara is showing 2, so Meals feels like she's playing 1-on-2. Ball's going to get passed to Mon. We want to lock off this sideline. So our 3 early threats, or the 3 biggest things we want to take care of, is ball, strong side kick ahead, middle of the floor. That's our 3 main things in D-Trans post-tag up that we're trying to take care of. If we can slow the basketball down, make sure that it can't get into the middle of the floor and that they can't kick it ahead on a pressure release pass, we've done our job, that's successful. If we can get it to a non-ball handler, let's just say Meals is the trail or the inbounder, and potentially now we can get Zara to deny back to the point guard. Now we've also done a better job again if we're wanting to disrupt even further. For now, we're going to contain and not disrupt. We want to start from here, still 1 dribble, 1 pass, until you get to halfway live. 10-second shot clock. Ready? Here we go. Good, sprint to the ball, nothing down, good insurance policy, Jade. Good, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, stop there, switch it, rotate. All right, so what are we trying to achieve if at the end of our D-Trans, what would be successful for us? What would we say is successful If we've completed defensive transition, what would we go? Tick, we've done. Yeah, we've boxed out. We've picked up the ball. We've taken middle. We've made them dribble it over halfway, and have they been able to get a layup? No, so we're forcing them to get into some sort of offense rather than jamming it down our throat, getting into transition. So we're forcing them to use the shot clock. That's successful for us. So if you can get them to get to the end of their shot clock, you've done a good job. Here we go. Good. Take it away, Sezzy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. No layups. 4, 3. Not bad. One more go. Rotate it. Here we go. Good. Lock it off. Good. Good. Good job. Play it again. Go again from the start. Good disruption. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Box tag. Good job. So we actually say jam. We use the term tagging in other ways. Tagging cutters, tagging rollers off screens. So if I flick between the two, we actually like the word jam just because it kind of says what it means. You're jamming your player as close to the baseline as you can, getting them as far away from their rim as possible. So tagging we use elsewhere, but it's generally known nationally and internationally as tagging up. Do you need a drink or are we good? We're good. That's what I want to hear. All right, so that was our 3-on-3 firefighting drill. So our 3 fires that we want to put out are picking up the basketball, taking away the sideline kick ahead, locking that off, and plugging the middle of the floor and presenting that crowd. Now we'll get into putting the two together, so the tag up into D-trans. So where's my 2 passes, one at each end for me? And thank you to our load-managed athletes for supporting their teammates. All right, 3 yellow, corner, wing, seam. 3 green, seam, wing, corner. You've got a green singlet on, Harvey. There you go. All right, so ball will start with Sezzy. First yellow will close out to first green. All right, just hold it, Zara. In this defense, so second yellow closes out to second green, and so on and so forth. We end up with mismatches all the time. So in half-court defense, we switch a lot on screens. The nature of the game means that when you tag up or when you jam up, you are unlikely to be guarding the player that is your preferred matchup. And we have to stay with that. So Zara would end up having to guard Sezzy in this instance in D-trans. That might be Sienna Harvey. And it might mean that Porto would have to guard Zara. It's just the nature of the game. We want in D-trans our athletes to guard who is guarding them at the point of the shot. We want to get matched up really quickly and not waste any time shooting the ball, waiting for the change of possession, and then Zara going, oh, my player's all the way over here. And I'm going to run all the way over here because that's my player. And then someone else is unguarded and just ripped the ball at the floor and laid it up for 2 points. So in D-trans, anyone guards anyone. We want to put out the fires, we want to slow the ball, take away the kick ahead, and plug the floor. And those positions are mandated by who's in them at that time. So they're going to be different every time. We want to make sure that we are matched up as quickly, 5-on-5, as we possibly can, and then we can switch back to a more desirable matchup when it's safe to do so down the other end. So Jade's desirable matchup would be Sarah and so on and so forth. So we would play 3-on-3 until they can switch back at some point to a desirable matchup, but they'd have to guard other people to start with. Sorry, I think that was a good learning point. Go, ball's going to get to the corner. Shoot to Bonnie. No, we're going to go live. Here we go. All right, just stop in the corner. Jade is going to shoot that to Bonnie. On the shot, we're going to yell what? Yellow. Shot's gone up, box out, good. Jam into the keyway green, get high side, stay between them and their basket. Good, Jade's getting on top of Mon. When Bonnie's ready, she's going to go out of bounds. So now we're going to switch it over. So who's on offense? Who just played defense? Gold's on O, so inbound it. Good, inbound it. And we play, what are our 3 rules? So inbound it, Mon. Meals has got it. Harvey's got to slow the ball. Zara's got to lock off the kick ahead. Jade's got to get back in front. Let's go live from the start. Good, so now we're working on closeout technique, any of your off-ball positioning. Here we go, inbound it. Combs, who's got ball? Good, sprint Jade, get 2 in front of the ball. Get sprint Harvey, get 2 in front of the ball. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, not bad. All right, switch it up. Who started with it down that end? Yellow? Shots up, jam, 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 jam. Good. Guard the ball. So here, I'm making everything a made basket so that it's out and out of bounds play, so the defense has some level of success. They have some time to get into their defensive transition, and then we'll start to lower the amount of time that they have and start to generate some urgency. Good, so a good fight, good jam, Jade. All right, now what I want you to do is Bonnie's going to be out, and now you're going to play it live, whether it's a make or a miss. So if it's a make, take it out of the rim, take it out of bounds, play down the other end. If it's a miss, O-board or D-board. Now offense, so it's going to be green that's shooting it. If you can go and offensively rebound it, you better get it, because if you don't, Gold's going down the other end, jamming it down your throat. Ready? Here we go. No, go again. You're shooting it, Jade. Let her shoot it, Mon. Soft closeout. Jam, jam, jam. Good. Take it out of bounds. 2 in front of the ball. Sprint it, Harvey. Good. All right, freeze. What happened there, Jade? What happened there? Where'd we get beat? Yeah, so there's a sideline rip. Again, even if we would have had, go back and switch it. So just for the coaches, even if we'd had another pair here, they would have been locking off sideline. That sideline rip is really difficult to provide support. So Jade, you might need to gap and use your length. So this would be an example of a mismatch. Now we've got to learn to use our strengths. Jade's strength is her length, and Mon's strength is her speed. So how are we going to negate that? Go from the start. Go from the start. Carry hands, jam, jam, jam. Good. Plug the sideline. Good, gap, gap, gap. How might we help now? Not bad, switch it over, last one. Who started with it? Good, box, jam, play, no, stop there, go back, go back, go back. No, so we're playing it live off whatever it is. Go again, play it again. All right, so the caveat, this is a good learning curve right here. The caveat, another caveat, we, with the Sapphires, had a ridiculously good offensive rebounder, Agnes Eminopu, who averaged double digits rebounding every game. She was allowed to get over the top and blow past her defender every time to chase rebounds, and we were okay with her sometimes not coming up with it, because for the majority of the time, she came up with it. Another caveat with this defense is sometimes you may have players that are never going to win the foot race down the floor, or they have other skills like being 6'9", and they are able to protect the rim. All right, so for someone like Says, I'm not going to tell her to tag or jam. I'm going to tell her to go do what she's good at and protect the rim. All right, so on the rise of the shot, Sezzy, once you finish your shot, I want you to get out and go protect the hoop. Ready? Here we go. Good. Jam. Get out, Sezzy. Good. Lovely. Nice job. Stop there, and without me even having to coach it, we did a great job of putting out the fire, of picking up the basketball. We did a great job of pointing and picking up the middle. So we take care of our two biggest fires, and Sezzy took care of the third one. Switch it over. I lied. I said that was the last one. We'll go one more. That's what coaches do. Sorry. Good. Box. Jam. Good. Two in front, Jado. Freeze. Stop there. Come back, come back, come back. How fast is Amelia? Pretty fast. How fast are you running backwards? How fast is anyone running backwards compared to someone running forwards? Not that fast. Good. So we want to turn, sprint, get deep, and now find. Let's go again. All right, so coaches, we should never be running backwards or sliding unless we're guarding the basketball. If you're not guarding the basketball, you're sprinting. Good, sprint, get to spots. Good, Zara. Better, Jay, good. Take care of fires now. 8, 7, 6, good switch back. 5, 4, box, jam, jam, jam. Good job, stop there. Well done, ladies, good job. I've got one more drill. All right, so that's when things look pretty and neat and we're able to get matched up 3-on-3, and that's really difficult to do. So thank you guys. There's a lot of space for you to defend. No, that's a really hard drill to do. Normally you do it 4-on-4, 5-on-5, so it's less taxing, so great job. Most of the time, though, things aren't pretty and neat and structured, and it's probably one of the worst things we can do is to continually isolate D-trans in a pretty and neat way, because it often just doesn't go that way. Things go to shit all the time, to put it lightly, where you just can't get matched up, or there's a live play turnover, or someone falls out of court because they've been hit and the ref hasn't called it. There's been a flyby. There's a multitude of reasons where things just happen, and for a moment in time, there's a numbers disadvantage. So we're just going to have a look at what that looks like, and that is a massive grey area. All right, so all we refer to now is the 3 early threats, or our 3 fires we're going to put out. So if we've got a numbers disadvantage, we really want to pick the basketball up, and we really want to protect the hoop. So when we do this last drill, they're the 2 things I want you to take care of until the 3rd player comes in. All right, so get into your 3-side action here. Good, balls with Birdie. So we're reversing it out of our normal 2-side action into our 3-side action. So we run this as a program. You could make this any action that you like that's relevant to you. You could make it a loaded corner on ball, whatever works, a DHO. We're just going to play out of this 3-side action. So we're just going to walk it through. I want you guys to play. So you throw to the post, do whatever you want, Sienna, cut, zoom, whatever you like. Let's just say Jade rips it and scores. Whoever shoots it, make or miss, everything's going to be a make. So Jade, now you're going to find the corner of the court. Sezzy, inbound it, everything's a make, and we want to jam it down their throat real quick and go while she's at a disadvantage. All right, what are the 2 things I said to take care of first? Ball and basket. Good. Now I want what you to do is, Zara, you're going to tell Jade where you want her to go, whether you want her to release you or whether you want her to take someone that's running. You're Telstra Tower. You got to communicate. Here we go. Ready? Ball with Opal. And it's live on Harvey's catch. Here we go. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a make. Touch the corner. Get it out of bounds. Good. Go. Push it. Ball and basket. Talk. All right. Stop there. What happened? What do we want to take care of? Ball and basket, and we got a full court layup. Talk to me. What happened? I mean, Mon's elite. She's an elite scorer. We think probably leading the NBL 1 East. Yep. Tell me. Yeah, probably provide some help. Pick it up early. Good. Let's switch it over. Bonnie, come be the passer out here. Just watch out, Opal, so you don't get hit. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. To make, take it out, touch the corner, on. It's always the shooter. Oh no, 2 down. What happened there, Sezzy? That's Mon's favourite in a game. She'll turn over and look at the bench and go, sorry. Here we go. Switch it over. Ball and basket. Put out the fire. Keep playing. So turn over, to make. Take it out. Who shot it? Touch the corner. Turned it over. Good. Jam it down our throat. Good. Take advantage. Offense. All right. So this is a great drill also when there's a disadvantage to the defense. Now you can work on your offensive transition and what rules you want. Yeah, this is great. Mouse in the house. Good. Stop there. Not bad. How could we help that situation, Jade? You looked at that and saw Sezzy on Harvey. Potentially, yeah, probably go help. Get her out of there. Here we go. One more go. Eight, 7, 6. It's a make. Mon's corner. Good. Take it out. Rip it. Who's got ball? Good. So we got him into an action. Not bad. All right, stop there. Good job, ladies. Give these guys a round of applause. There's only 6 of them. We're playing full court. That was probably a bit mean. But good job. You guys are off the floor. Thank you, ladies. I'll just refer to my notes, make sure I haven't missed anything. All right, so tagging up, it really depends on your coaching philosophy. Like I said at the start, for us, it fits the mold of what we're trying to do, what our philosophy at the Centre of Excellence is, the program that we're running. It's not for everyone. I would suggest that if you're coaching an under 12 club team, it's probably not a philosophy. However, there are elements in there that are really good in terms of being able to guard the basketball full court. That's a key skill at any level. So that's really relevant regardless of the D-Trans philosophy that you might subscribe to. Personally, I like to get up and defend full court. So for me, personally, it ties in really well with the aggressive nature that I like to defend. Something that is really important, and we drill this every single day and every single game, is your shot selection. It is really difficult to play D-Trans of any sort, but in particular tagging up, if you have erratic shot selection. So your shots need to be really predictable to you and your team. So on the rise of the shot, you know that you're moving forward. If people are taking shots outside of their skill set or outside of actions that are not within what we want to do and we're not on the same page, it's really difficult to get into any defensive transition, let alone move forward and find someone on the rise of the shot. So being really clear on what types of shots from who and when and why you want your team to shoot is really important. You can see that it is quite physically taxing, so there is a level of fitness required, which means if you have 7 people on your team, that's really difficult to tag up. You need to use your subs, so subbing rotations need to be considered, how you use your bench, being able to roll through and continue to maintain the pressure throughout the game is really important, and we're quite lucky we're able to do that. Yeah, and terminology is really important. So we always have preferred matchups, but that doesn't mean in D-Trans we find our matchup. Our matchup is in the half court off a stoppage or when we're able to switch back, but defensive transition is a put out fires situation, an emergency situation. Everyone guards everyone, and we need to take care of the basketball quickly. So mismatches don't hurt us as much as open players do. So we need to find people really quickly. Look, the risks of tagging up, and there's always something, nothing's ever perfect, and there's always something that you give up, is obviously you see there is mismatches, particularly if you've got big kids. And it's really exposed in 3-on-3 because it's hard to hide them. 5-on-5, it's a little bit easier. There's a little less space on the floor, a few more bodies. So you really need to work through everyone being able to guard the basketball for a little bit. It is physically tough. So teams need to be fit, they need to be resilient, and they need to be able to bang bodies for 40 minutes. And it's counterintuitive and relatively new and different, so I think it would be ingrained in most kids to run backwards on the rise of a shot instead of forward. So that can take some time to train out and get people used to the motion of moving forward. These guys are quite competitive, let's put it that way, and like to chase offensive rebounds, so we're quite lucky in that regard that it's been quite a smooth transition into tagging up or jamming up. But it can take a time to train out. So if you're a campaign-based team or you're a team where you don't get much touch points with your athletes and it's really difficult for you to get consistent and regular training on tagging up, it may be a consideration and whether it's appropriate for your philosophy as well. But that's it for me. I am cognizant of time and I will talk forever if I'm allowed to, but I've also got to do an indie with one of these guys, so I will finish off there. Thank you.